Last take. Thinking about online blended education in my life is a 13-year adventure. Yep, 13 years. I spent 9 years at an amazing virtual school and 4 years at my favorite place ever, PGA. And now that I'm 80 days out from graduation and I'm still talking about how amazing my time at PGA was, there's one question I get a lot, and that is, how can you be so grateful for a place that you were only physically in 3 of your 5 school days? And that's a pretty small question to ask, but it has a very, very big answer for me. The first part of that answer is innovation. While I spent a lot of late nights typing and reading through textbooks and scrolling through curriculum, those nights were spent being stretched in a way I had never been before. I did projects differently. I did assignments in a totally different way. And I was stretched as an individual rather than someone that was just on my teacher's little roster that needed to pass the class. The second answer to that question is relationships. I think there's a common stereotype, and anyone that's been in a blended online education situation has been asked, what about your friends? And yeah, my friends at PGA and my relationships at PGA are some of my favorite ones and the ones I treasure the most, and I was so sad to leave at graduation. But I also formed an amazing other relationship while I was at PGA, and that was a relationship with my learning. I think it's common and easy to read through our textbooks and submit the assignment to the rubric and then hope that it gets the grade we need to pass or to raise our GPA, and then maybe get our diploma in a year. But that was never how learning was for me at PGA. I learned to help myself and to problem solve on my own, and while my teachers were there, they were totally pro-growth mindset and learning everything you could and teaching yourself and finding your own solutions. And in that, I learned to love subjects I hated, because that's the only way you can get through when you're teaching yourself, is to learn to love subjects. So I learned to love science and math, which I hated in middle school, and I became very passionate about them in high school. And those relationships, that relationship with my learning where I owned it, totally evolved how I saw my education. The third, and maybe the most important to me right now as I go into college, is the opportunity I had. On paper, my schedule at PGA looked insane, and my parents looked at me like I was crazy every time I came home and said I was involved in something new. And to be fair, it was a little crazy. But in any other system, in any other schedule, I would not have been able to say yes to everything I did, because there just simply wouldn't be enough time in the day. I was able to be on yearbook for 4 years, to be editor-in-chief of that same book for 3, to be an ambassador, to be a link leader, to be a SART mentor, to be a part of student council, and to still take all the really rigorous, challenging classes I was there to take. And that is an opportunity that I am so grateful for now, because it really opened my eyes to what I wanted to do and what I was interested in, and really opened my eyes to how interested I was in science and how much I loved communications and the education system. So this fall, I'll be heading to Ames Community College to pursue an Associate of Science degree with a focus in liberal arts. And then in the fall of 2019, I will transfer to the 4-year of my choice to pursue a bachelor's in either science or journalism, or maybe both, because I think science communication and education is a field that can be innovated in, just like the system that I grew up in, that I saw innovation happen in, and that I am a beneficiary of. And I really want to see innovation happen in